Welcome everybody to the official coverage of the 36th annual Sneaky Peak Classic in Burlington, North Carolina. My name is Ivan Pacheco with Syndicate Productions, happy to bring you this exciting final round. As you can see, we have a three-way tie at the top with MJ, Scott, and Matt all sharing a piece of the lead, and Lance sitting in fourth looking to make up some ground right off the bat. I couldn't have asked for a better final round to cover as the weather was great, but the level of competition was even better. Matt, last year's winner, is trying to fight everyone off to become a back-to-back champ on his home course at the epic Rock Creek Temp course. Three players coming off of performances at the Down East Players Cup in Greenville, North Carolina just a week ago. Michael Johansen taking third at that competition, and Scott taking first, coming away with the victory in a playoff hole against Dan Hastings. Very impressive. He's looking to keep the momentum going into this tournament. And we have Matt Thompson, also played at that event, placing 20th. Not the best performance that he could have asked for, but he's hungry. He wants to fend off the competitors at his home course. And speaking of home course, Lance Brown, also from Burlington, North Carolina, excited to watch him play. And joining me today with the commentary, two competitors who played in the tournament and know these courses well, Adam Durham and Matt Thompson. Welcome, guys.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? We're here on hole 2, par 3. It says 294. It plays a little bit longer.
Trying to keep it low under the ceiling and just push it up the hill and have a look.
Yeah, so we have Michael Johansen here teeing up first. You'll notice that he plays pretty quick, so I have to get used to that as the camera operator. But here is his tee shot here. Pretty good.
That's a pretty good shot.
That's what you want to do.
Yep. Next up, who do we got here?
Scott. Next up here we got Scott Conway.
He's a Dynamic Disc sponsored player. This is the weekend after he just won the A tier, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just came off the win at Down East Players Cup.
Skims by that tree, but that's
missing.
still up there. I mean, that's a good circle too. Look.
And here's the man, Matt Thompson.
I'm deciding to go sidearm here. Just plays easier for me to get under the limb.
What are you throwing here, Matt?
I'm going with a Champion Wraith.
A pretty stable Wraith.
Yeah, for how Wraiths come.
Oh, wow, and you parked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lance
Brown going to try to copy you here on the forehand.
Yep, forehand dominant player.
Oh, that's a rip.
Throws it well. It just... I faded out at the end there.
Looks like you are dealing with a good bit of wind.
Yeah, it was pretty windy on this day.
So it looks like Lance threw a D1 on that, just for anybody wondering.
D1.
I'm sure that won't be the last time he throws a D1 today.
Definitely not.
So we have Scott here. Wind was pretty consistent throughout the day. See how he does.
Lining up with circle 2, just off high left.
Yeah. That's a good putt. That's a good burn.
Yeah, first hole nerves, trying to get them out of the way.
MJ casually on Facebook in the back.
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Yeah, that one surprised me for sure. But like Matt said, first putt of the day, gotta get that out.
Me and MJ were talking about how that happened.
Did it hit the backside of the basket, it looked like?
Yeah, it went in and out for sure.
No problem for you there.
Yeah.
MJ going to tap in his in as well. Nice.
No time at all.
Beautiful day out there, as you can tell. This was actually Halloween day, was it not? The 31st?
Yes.
And you can tell that in that yellow bag, Lance had his bag of Halloween candy.
I did
His bag of
forget about
treats.
that. Yeah, he was slingshotting them around all the cards.
So here we go. Hole 3, par 4 from the gold tee. Says 531.
Yeah, you're going to be throwing probably a mid to fairway, I'd say, into this gap, trying to turn left, backhand hyzer. You go through this wooded kind of tunnel fairway up to an elevated green. It's a pretty tough tee shot.
Yeah, you're definitely just trying to set yourself up with a look down the gap.
See who's teeing off first here. MJ again. Got a push and hyzer shot right to the mouth of the gap, it looks like. Now, do
pretty
you try to
ideal.
penetrate the gap, or do you try to like land right in front of it?
No, I'm trying to land just outside of it.
Okay. Is it MD3?
Yep, the new
Nice.
Italian MD3s. And I kind of
Plastic.
pulled it a little wide there, but should still have something.
We got Scott.
Can't tell what he's throwing there.
Looks like a fairway.
Probably a Pioneer.
Nice.
Maybe
Never
not.
stable.
Yeah, it looks good.
Look at that skip.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, that's a really good shot. Here's a little love from Lance.
Shout out to my man Joe Stewart back there. Always showing love to North Carolina disc golf.
Lance looks like he's going with one of those like A2 or A3s.
Yeah, so it looks like he was going with the A3 there.
Yeah, is that short?
I think it's a slight bit short, but that's where you want to miss
Okay.
here, because you can usually find a stretch outside arm somewhere.
So you definitely were a little bit wide. Ooh,
Mm.
that's not what you want by any means.
Yeah. So here you'll see Lance kind of cut off there.
It's a little shorter than I previously thought.
Yeah.
Does not look happy about it either.
But look at the wind there. If you look throughout the round, just look at the bushes, the trees, even the shirt rippling. The wind was pretty hectic from time to time.
Getting fancy with a forehand turnover. That's not a bad shot.
That's pretty much all he could get there.
MJ going forehand?
Pulling out the coveted MJ sidearm.
Yeah. Side hand.
Side hand.
Oh.
Catching
Yeah.
the one tree in the fairway.
That's really the one everybody tries to go high and around to dump into the green. And we got Scott, another player that's pretty much backhand dominant going forehand here.
Yeah.
I really like this shot. It kind of shows you what he was working with here. He has a gap, so see how he does.
Went inside on.
Yeah, sneaks it right inside that tree. That's a look for a birdie, though, for Scott. And Matt, you do not look comfortable in that spot.
Definitely not. I took a long time deliberating here and just decided to pitch out at try and get back in the fairway,
That's not too bad of
Yeah.
a shot.
which I did there, yeah.
Is that a zone? Two back-to-back zones here?
No, I went AVR on the first one just to
Okay.
have a little bit more glide.
Yeah, this green, you may not can see with all the leaves on it, but it's very rocky. It's a big hill and a lot of rocks, so this will get eat up if you go into the green too fast. Lance from outside the circle, good ways.
Didn't quite get it there. MJ looking about the same distance from the woods. Just lays it up for the tap in par.
And Scott here looking to take a stroke for a birdie. Good putt.
Drains it.
Yes, sir.
Looks like about circle's edge over there uphill.
He said he
Caught a
got
rock.
sniped there.
Yeah. Yeah. As I said, it's a pretty rocky green.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
A little left side.
Snuck that one in to save bogey there.
For the people that are watching, what do you putt with, Matt?
I'm putting with Wizards.
Okay.
What kind of wizards?
Triple S.
Triple S.
Super stupid soft.
Super stupid soft.
Yeah.
There it is.
A couple cleanups here.
And I'm 100% positive that Scott's putting with judges. I think he's been putting judges for quite some time, and he's pretty good at it.
Oh, yeah. Moving on here to hole 4, 208 feet. So soft downhill shot, dead straight through the trees, or you can go with some wild lines on the outside. But it's just right there.
Yeah, one of the shorter holes on the course. So, I guess the players, what do you think? Thinking about it as a must get, or?
Yeah, for sure. You really want to get this. I mean, the gap is pretty tight, and there's some small trees late, but with it being that short, you want this one.
He's going with a pretty beat-in harp.
Oh, almost ace.
That was really close.
It's crazy to me how he throws those harps.
He throws everything buttery smooth. About like this guy right here.
The banger.
Ooh, is that wide?
A little bit, but he gets sneaky.
Okay.
He's in about the same spot as Scott.
Yeah, both of those are inside the circle.
Yeah. It's hard to sit on the screen. The screen can be a little fast, but
I think Lance was going with a PA4 here on hole 4.
is he going sidearm? No. Okay.
Ooh, stand still. I like it. That's how I attack the hole.
Yep, stand still, little Anheuser.
We'll see where he ended up.
It looked like he was on that left side about like how MJ attacked it.
He might have burned it a tiny bit. I'm going with a flippy on the left side.
Is that a rock?
I just pulled it. Yep.
Oof.
So set me up to scramble again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this green, I will say, it's probably one of the harder greens we face all weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of flat ground out there, but there are a couple holes on this temp course that challenge you.
Going with the zone here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Annie. Flatten it out.
I executed that one pretty well. I'll be down there for the par.
Yeah, I think everybody there thought that one had a chance to go in, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so see what Lance does here.
Yeah, so he definitely caught something and knocked him down.
Mm-hmm.
Good line, just a little low, and a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, you got lucky that there's a logs in back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the backside of this green, where MJ at, it starts to go down real fast. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Chain down on the left side. That's interesting. That's 2 chain outs we've seen like high left like that.
Uncommon miss for MJ. And a good comeback putt from Lance.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good save. Yeah, this being a must get, there's another stroke Scott might pick up early.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, no problem.
Scott's starting out hot after the par on hole 1.
Yeah, this hole averaged 2.68 on the last round, the final round. So it's definitely not one you want to miss. Lead card missing 3 of them. That's uncharacteristic.
05, pretty much just dead straight. Not much to it, but you definitely gotta have some power behind the throw. Like we were saying earlier, pretty windy today, so we'll see how you guys attack it. What were you thinking stepping up to the tee?
Well, this hole it says 395, but it definitely plays probably around 420.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a ripping headwind left to right. So the normal play is, wide hyzer, trying to get it to spike in there. And that kind of eliminates that one.
Yeah, you can see Scott there on that shot trying to gauge what was even going on.
Yeah, me and MJ were in the back discussing where it's coming from. It was a little swirly that day, too.
That's a good low pull from Scott.
Controlling it under the wind, and he gets up there for a long look.
Mm-hmm.
MJ here, I'm not quite sure what he's throwing.
I'm curious as well, because I don't know his distance drivers as well as his putters and mids. It's a decent shot, though. Both of those are a little short, but you do not want to be too long in this hole if you have the power to go long. It's because about 33 feet back is the road, which is OB.
So like Adam predicted, another D1 here.
And that just turns, and the wind is going to hold that one over.
Pin high.
Came back a little at the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a circle 2 look. It is a tough wind to putt, because that's, what is that, a straight headwind from him?
Yeah, pretty much a straight headwind for him there.
What are you throwing here, Matt?
Brand new Destroyer.
All right.
Got a little special stamp on there, too. Tell the folks about that stamp.
That's the Schwebby 300 win.
Oh, nice.
destroy, for 300 PDGA wins. And that one also gets pulled over by the wind. I'm side by side with Lance here.
Lance had to bring his candy bag over there beside him. Get some energy for this big putt.
He
Oh my
drains it.
goodness.
He
Is
had
that
a
sweet tart for the win there.
he had a wardrobe change from he forgot his purple shirt that he always wears on Sundays at home and changed it on that hole just to drain that putt.
Yeah,
Wow.
it worked.
That's
Shout out
pretty
to,
cool.
Yeah, shout out to his dad on that one. He had the special delivery with the shirt there. Came up clutch for him.
Got a little priority mail, 1-day shipping.
Here you go, Matt.
I just did not commit to that in the wind.
That's a scary putt.
It was.
Now for the pro tournament, they still had that OB long. It looks like with the white flags back there.
Yeah, on the gravel arch there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's got a little bit shorter than it looked. MJ looks to be pretty close to that as well.
Yeah, just outside probably.
Oh,
And he's off left again.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sure he'll figure that putt out.
So Lance coming up with a really good stroke on that hole
Yeah, that was a big putt. Big putt at all
with the purple shirt.
with the purple shirt.
Oh yeah.
I'm just tapping out the pars here.
Yeah, so Scott gets 3 and 4. And now Lance gets a stroke on everybody on this. This is a good hole to get strokes on. The hole 5. It's a big confidence boost, especially after you get that purple shirt and a big putt. So
Lance is trying to mount a comeback here, and it's a good way to start it.
yeah, so hole 6 here, par 4. It's pretty wide open tee shot. You do have OB on right and left. The left is the road. The right will be OB flags. 715 feet to the green from the gold pad. Most players probably only going around 350 to 400 off the tee.
Yeah, you don't really need too much distance. It always helps, but as long as you know your landing spots and what your shots are after that, it's a pretty simple hole.
Looks like Lance might be going with the same D1 he just threw off the tee.
And again, it turns on him,
Hmm.
but stays inbounds.
That's on the high side of that hill there. He'll probably throw a forehand from there. What do you think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It opens it up a bit better.
What kind of wind were you guys dealing with on this hole?
Another headwind here.
Another straight headwind. That's what I figured. When they're swirling like that, it never gives you a break. Oh no.
Come back.
There is OB there.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Oh.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Wow. MJ looking like oh, that's a distance driver.
Yeah, I can't tell exactly what that is, but that's the line you want
Wow,
right there.
that's dead center fairway.
In the flat, too. Well, as flat as you get on that hole.
You're going with the Schwebby Destroyer again?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Trusting it.
Now, is that like a really stable disc in your bag?
Yeah, it's one I can trust that is stable, but I can also push out and get a lot of distance with.
Definitely having some trust with it going that way near the OB.
It was a little scary,
Yeah.
but it did get the fade at the end.
That's a really good spot to be, though.
Yeah.
So, Scott was OB.
Scott did go out
Wow.
of
No,
bounds there.
actually,
Yeah, he did.
he did.
Mm.
Okay.
So he had to take it a little
That's
bit back.
a really hard shot, too. Oh, it's flicking out really nice, though.
Oh yeah, beautiful shot. Look at
Wow. Yeah, that's very well executed. Those trees right there definitely got in his way and flexed them around that. That's impressive.
It was one of the better shots I had seen.
Oh, and that is on a laser.
If it skips under those trees.
Oh, wow. Great shot, Lance.
If you know Lance's game, you know he's got that sidearm in his bag.
The power sidearm.
Mm-hmm.
Little Stockhauser approach to the green. Does come up short, though. Wow. That's outside the circle.
And that's where the green can give you some trouble. It can force those outside the circle putts low due to the ceiling.
And you as well. Everybody's a little short in that one. That hole is actually playing even for the day. So it's playing par.
Wow.
which is pretty. Oh wow, what a good bid. Which is pretty surprising to me because it's a wide open par 4.
Yeah, it's when you're usually confident that you're going to get the birdie when you walk up.
Oh,
I left that just a bit.
a lot of
short,
basket hits early on, a lot of chain hits, spit outs.
which can't quite get it in there.
Yeah. Scott here looks like just outside the circle.
I know.
Oh, hits the ceiling.
He was saying that was the one limb in his way. Anything else and anywhere else, and that was perfect.
And Lance with the opportunity here to go another birdie on the card. Wow.
Back-to-back holes, gaining the stroke.
Definitely feeling the putt so far. Repping that Braves hat.
And a purple shirt so
Yeah.
far.
This was just after the Braves had won the World Series, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I believe so.
You and MJ kind of matching there. I don't know if you noticed that day.
I did notice that day, actually. That's funny.
And we got Scott finishing up.
And at the pars.
Not a bad hole 6. Obviously, Scott didn't want to go OB, but going hole 7 here.
Oh, he took a bogey to this, right?
Yeah. What we got here on hole 7?
7 is a 683-foot par 4. You're going to lay up into the mouth and try and pick your gap without pushing too far straight or too far left. And then you have about a 280-foot upshot from there to the basket.
It's a pretty difficult hole with this wind, too.
Yes, it's definitely one of the more difficult par 4s on the course, especially.
Looks to be a good line, stable driver for Lance.
And that's a great spot.
I think he's going to like that a lot. Now, this gap isn't just wide open either. It's got a lot of trees, so there's still a lot of game to play later on in the fairway. But
And Jay with the same driver he threw on 5.
it looks to be pretty wide.
Yeah, it'll be cut off from the main gap there.
He was calling for a skip there, but that grass isn't going to let it happen there.
The same Swebby Destroyer for you?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Shrubby
I
Destroyer.
hear ya.
And I
That
did
looks
the
okay. Ooh, didn't ever get back right
I
there
made the
with.
same mistake as MJ, and we are about 5 feet from each other.
Not only copying each other's swag as far as shirts, you're copying each other's shots too.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I overheard Scott saying that he was throwing a Raider on this one.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are his trustworthy drivers for sure.
That's looking good.
Ooh,
If it comes
got
back.
dropped a little bit.
And no skip either.
Yeah, all these tee shots in the next few holes, this wind out here is no joke.
This guy has a tricky turnover line here.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that confident throw, though.
Wow.
And he peers it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's harder than he made that look for sure.
Not what you guys want to do. Looking up.
got MJ and Matt pointing to the sky, looking for some help here.
Right.
No, but there is a gap where I think that's where you're going, right?
Yeah,
That little
there's
opening.
a small gap in the trees.
And what disc did you go with there?
I went with the Calvin Heimberg Halo Destroyer. And I
Okay.
wanted something stable that I could force over, and I just caught the one limb I had to miss, but I'm out, so should be able to get up and down for 4.
MJ looks to be going to the same gap.
And he's
Just
able
making
to
sure
hit
he
it.
gets out though.
Yeah. He actually gets himself up to a pretty long look.
So now we're finally at Lance's drive. This is a really good position to be. Going with a pretty stable forehand there. That's not a bad shot.
Yeah, it's inside circle, I believe.
Yeah, stable approach just through that gap. Makes it a little bit easier on the ante angle. Looks to be like you're throwing a zone here again for approach. Is that your go-to approach disc?
Yeah, for sure. For sidearms, a zone is what I love to throw. And I just pull this slightly. Still get by.
That's still a tester putt for, does that look a par?
Yeah, for par in this wind, it's not what you want.
Yeah, it looks like MJ's just laying up.
Smart player there.
Yeah. And Scott's going to be running this. This is a really good shot from being kind of sort of off the fairway on the first shot.
Definitely out of position on the first shot. And
to even have a look, that's super impressive. Ooh.
Didn't quite get it there. Good line, though.
And Lance with another birdie opportunity on the card. Wow.
He makes it.
Feeling it.
Y'all weren't lying about that purple shirt.
That purple shirt's got some magic.
So you're up next. You definitely have a little tester here for the upshot.
Yeah.
Was there any wind you were dealing with on this putt?
Yeah. I can't remember what the wind was, but yeah, there was definitely some wind. It was making me think.
Great putt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one was a confidence booster after. Not really having a good stretch.
Looks like Lance is really only one making all the putts look easy right now at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
And y'all are through 5 holes after this hole here, and he's pretty much banging them.
Yeah. Definitely feeling it right now.
And this hole plays almost half a stroke over par for the last round in that wind. So Lance is getting not only a stroke on you guys, but probably a stroke on the guys chasing him.
Yeah.
Well,
most of the field.
Yeah,
sure.
most of the field. Hole 8 here, we got a par 4. This is probably one of the harder tee shots you have to deal with on the weekend. It's a little tunnel shot out to this big wide open field with ripping winds. You have another pretty long shot all the way to this green that's guarded by that one cedar tree everybody tries to avoid.
Yeah.
So everybody should be going distance driver off the tee though.
Yeah, it looks like Lance is going with a D3 here.
Three, a little flippier.
Yeah, a little hyzer flip, trying to get some distance on this one.
The gap sets up for a nice hyzer flip sidearm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He loved it out of his hand.
Yeah, he was hype after that one.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's way out there.
Yeah, that's a lot of snap. Ooh, MJ.
A little early.
And it sneaks through, but there is the OB fence over there.
He's close to it, that's for sure. I wasn't expecting that out of him. This is a casual tunnel shot.
Yeah.
And then, are you going with the same destroyer again?
No, I'm going with
Okay.
the Wraith again.
Oh, wow, that was butter.
Definitely took some off to get it through, but I got it through.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what you need, though. Scott looking to copy that shot there. Ooh. Oh,
It's an unfortunate kick.
yeah, so 2 people went inside, 2 people pured it, pretty much.
Scott's got... I mean, that pretty much takes par out of the picture for this hole.
Yeah, that's a really tough break to see MJ get through those trees. You get knocked down. I'm sure there's a lot of wind here. To reach from here is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a smash.
He's looking to get a full flex on it.
And it's up there.
There's still that one cedar tree, that bushy boy, got to avoid for those putts. So he takes his meter.
MJ does stay in bounds there.
Okay. Not quite OB, but that's closer than you'll see in anybody because once you pure the gap, you don't really get over there.
It is hard to push over there if you make the gap.
Still got some distance to make up here off this shot. Looks good though.
Didn't quite turn as much as he wanted.
Yeah, it goes off the left there. Kind of stalls out. I'm sure there's wind on this hole too. It looks like every hole's got some wind.
This one was weird because we were all expecting different things and it never really happened.
And you left that one pretty early.
Yeah, I sawed that one off a bit. I'll have a...
So Lance is looking good right now. That purple shirt's making y'all play bad and him play really good. So another forehand from him. Tries the stall shot, but it does not look like it's doing what he wants it to. And that's going to be a tough spot to be.
Yeah, you don't really want to get into those trees. Not going to have much.
Yeah, the wind definitely played with his and probably yours as well, the way yours pushed so far right.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think it was a little left to right there.
MJ laying up. He'll try to make that putt for par. Here's the tree I was talking about. Up and over. Oof.
Good bid.
Yeah, it seems that a lot of people get right in front of that thing and then don't have a putt. So
Yeah.
it's there for a good reason.
I actually did find a gap here, so I was looking at the
okay.
basket pretty unobstructed. And almost made it.
Yeah, Lance with a tough lie there. Took him a while to get situated, figure out what he wanted to do, but
Definitely not a comfortable stance.
no.
It definitely doesn't look that way.
Let's see how he does.
Now, does Lance putt with PA3s? I know that's what the majority of Prodigy
Yeah.
people that
believe
I
so.
know, they putt with PA3s, so I guess pretty much a stable putter.
Yeah, so you see about the distance. There he is.
Oh,
That's a pretty good bid.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
impressive.
he's outside the circle there, you think?
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. Lance is pretty well known for those sneaky putts through the woods
Yeah.
around this area.
It looks like he has a lot of natural spin, forehand and backhand.
Yeah, for
A lot
sure.
of good snap. So nobody birdie in that hole, correct?
No, I think that's 4 pars.
I believe so. Nobody went over. Oh, Scott.
Scott.
Yeah, he had that
Cleaned up the
unfortunate
bogey.
tree. Eight's another par 4 back to back after 7 playing over par. So now we finally get to this hole.
Yeah, you get a break after those 2 hard holes, and you have a blind shot, but it's only 257. There's OB on the left with the fence, but it's difficult to reach that, barring an unfortunate rollaway. And it's just an up and over shot over the hill. There was a headwind, I believe, on this hole.
Seems no matter what direction you go on this course, there's a headwind. There's always swirling winds here.
I can see the flag in the background. It was a left to right.
Lance going with the 8-3 here. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a
Very good.
A
roll.
little pro love roll there. Nice.
Couldn't see that one off the tee, so.
And this is another one of those muskets, wouldn't you say, Matt?
Yeah, this is definitely a musket. It's one of the easier on the course.
It definitely plays that way. Playing
Second easiest.
.36 under par, so second easiest hole in the course. MJ's pretty low there.
Yeah, it comes up just a bit short. He wasn't expecting the drop after Lance's didn't push with the left to right. So it just had us all guessing.
So what are you throwing here?
Firebird. Champ Firebird.
Another high stall spike.
And I was lucky that mine didn't get the push because I left it way right out of my hand.
It definitely looked like Lance was much farther left than yours was on your shot.
Yeah, Lance had the ideal line there. And Scott going with the backhand here.
Another harp shot. Classic Scott. And oh my gosh, it looks good.
Go in.
Wow.
Great shot.
Yeah, that's impressive. It being a line shot like that.
And going straight at it and getting it to sit that close.
Ooh.
Jeez, everybody's all over the basket.
How far you think this was, Matt?
This is edge of circle. Well, maybe not. Maybe
Either
like
way,
25 feet.
Good putt.
Yeah.
You thinking at this point it was starting to heat up a little bit? Are you still feeling iffy about it?
Yeah, I was working with the new putt this weekend, so making those 2 longer ones on 7 and 9 felt good. And Scott giving me a fist bump there, and he makes
yeah.
his for the birdie.
2 good putts there. It's always what is going on?
We had
here?
a sponsor sign blow off the fence, so he had to get it in there.
Put it on cover. Get a little extra love for our sponsors this weekend. But yeah, those musket holes when you have those. What is he doing?
Hershey's Barbecue. Shout out Hershey's
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Typical Lance, having a good time on the course.
Got all of our sponsors there.
The little course
Shout out
amenities.
all the sponsors.
There's
Oh, yeah.
Syndicate Productions. I see them over there.
Yes, sir. Hole 10. How are you guys playing this one?
It's 314. Straight down the gap is the play that you see some people go with. It's the play that you see when you walk up to the tee, but there is a high outside line that clears some of the limbs that crashes in towards the basket. But it does come with some danger as there's lined OB on the right side this year.
Yeah, I saw a majority of the players going, well, what you would think is a safe hyzer, but there's wind involved and there's OB involved. That straight shot is just scary for a lot of people.
The straight shot is definitely the more difficult shot, but the wide hyzer does bring in the danger.
That's probably not the best look at a birdie.
No, but it's probably not too obstructed.
Okay.
I'm going with a pretty unique shot here, under the tree skip.
I'm going with nuke here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ezra Adderhold nuke.
Oh yeah, that's low.
Just turned it too much.
Yeah, it was looking good.
Yeah, that's a pretty low ceiling to try to get that low shot there.
Yeah, I couldn't figure this hole out in practice, so that one worked for me a couple times.
I think I heard that from just about everybody. So
Scott here with the straight shot.
Ooh, and that wind looks to be dancing with his disc a little bit, making it a little too flippy.
He catches the main tree that's guarding this one.
MJ going with the scorch.
The scorch, yes.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
And that is butter.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Harks it.
Best
Wow.
shot I've ever seen on this
13 speed and just throws it like a mid.
hole.
Wow.
Some crazy control there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people throw this because, I mean, the course has been up for a month practicing it, and I haven't seen anybody do that. So,
Yeah.
good shot, MJ. Forehand approach. That's still at
Still a putt.
15, 20 feet maybe. Lance here. Yeah, definitely not where you want to be. He's got a really awkward lie. Those big dominant trees are right in the center where he wants to go. Yeah,
He
just
just
kind
puts
of
it up by the basket.
pitch that one up for a par. You giving this one a run here?
No. I was staying safe this tournament and just put it up by the basket.
And MJ's was waiting to get his disc. You guys are taking too long. Good putt by
Scott with a
Scott.
good putt.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said on the last hole, those musket holes with 20, 25 footers, those putts are scarier than the hard holes.
Definitely are.
Especially when you have wind to deal with, and a really good lead card for this tournament too. Yourself, Lance, Scott, and MJ. Big names in North Carolina.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to have this card the final 3 rounds, after all making it to the lead card first round.
There you go. Look at that.
MJ taking no time as usual. And you copying him.
But yeah, it was fun. We got to hang out for 3 rounds, so we were all kind of super comfortable.
So after the front 9, 2 through 10 is where we started. We got Matt Thompson at 1 down, Michael Johansen at 2 down, Scott also at 1 down, and Lance having a hot front 9 there at 4 down.
Yeah, Lance came out shredding. He's coming back a little bit, but he's still got some work to do on the back 9 here. With MJ with a 1-stroke lead on everybody, and the chase card is... We had one guy coming in hot, Evan Smith, but other than that, it's pretty much a 3-person race, unless Lance does something on this back 9.
Stay tuned to find out.